Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a fascinating source called the retention blueprint. And honestly, instead of dry business theory, this blueprint uses a pretty wild metaphor. It treats your business like a closed-loop hydraulic engine to figure out exactly where you're leaking customer lifetime value, and more importantly, how to permanently seal those gaps for maximum efficiency. So, you have to ask yourself, why does your company's growth engine stall out even when you've got the pedal to the metal? I mean, you're pouring cash into lead gen, you're acquiring new market share. So why does all that massive influx of energy often result in zero sustainable momentum? It's incredibly frustrating, right? Well, to figure that out, the blueprint gives us a diagnostic checklist. We're going to look at 5 critical systems today. 1. The leaky bucket paradox. 2. Igniting the golden moment. 3. Vanity metrics versus true CLV. 4. Predictive maintenance loops. And finally, 5. Total system synchronization. Let's get right into it. All right, starting our diagnostic with system number 1, the leaky bucket paradox and the financial thermodynamics of customer churn. Okay, so there is a catastrophic organizational error that happens all the time. Companies treat acquiring brand new accounts as the ultimate victory. They deploy massive resources to their aggressive hunters in sales, but they completely under-resource the farmers in account management and customer success. You basically end up pumping high-pressure leads right into a containment unit with busted seals. And the mathematical reality here is just brutal. Acquiring a replacement unit consumes exponentially more capital and operational bandwidth than maintaining a currently active account. This constant churn absolutely wrecks your gross and net retention rates. Sustainable growth isn't just about opening the intake throttle, right? It's about actually sealing the containment unit. Which brings us to our second diagnostic checkpoint, System 2, igniting the golden moment and calibrating the onboarding fuel injection. The blueprint defines the post-conversion phase as your central ignition sequence. Your whole goal here is to engineer a golden moment, that is, the first verified instance of value realization. It's that exact threshold where the customer goes, okay, this is what I paid for, which permanently alters their economic trajectory with you. There's this fantastic phrase from the source that I just love. Components firing together, wired together. A frictionless, highly guided onboarding wires the account into a pattern of early success. But instead, what do most companies do? They just send a generic automated welcome email. The system thinks the account is active, but structurally, it's totally dormant, which practically guarantees premature engine failure and severe buyer's remorse. Let's move to our third system check, System 3, vanity metrics versus true CLV, and making sure we are monitoring the right dashboard dials. Look, we have got to stop obsessing over rudimentary vanity dials, tracking raw login frequencies, page views, or email open rates. It's an engagement trap. It tells you literally nothing about corporate longevity. Instead, the blueprint points us to the thermodynamic efficiency rating of our primary engine, which means looking at predictive future yield and true gross margin. When you strip away all the fluff, the blueprint leaves us with this ironclad formula for true customer lifetime value. It's projected revenue minus cost of goods sold plus redemption. Notice how it strictly isolates predictive future yield. It completely ignores historical data because, well, past revenue can't be altered. This is the dial that actually matters. Now, there is a quote in this blueprint that absolutely shattered my perspective on legacy finance. It says, "High redemption rates and maximum utilization act as the optimal lubricants for the retention engine." Think about the legacy view for a second. Unredeemed points or unused features are typically seen as this massive financial victory. The old mindset is unused value means saved capital, right? Well, actually, scratch that. The blueprint proves that is a catastrophic fallacy. High redemption is actually maximum system lubrication. Active utilization isn't some detrimental cost center, it's the highest yield investment in your engine's structural integrity. When accounts actually use the system, they stay. Let's move to System 4 and see how this builds into our diagnostic strategy, predictive maintenance loops, and detecting microfractures before systemic failure. Any complex system needs rigorous diagnostics. Let's look at how algorithmic monitoring handles NPS, or Net Promoter Scores. The big takeaway here, capturing feedback without actually executing a mechanical adjustment is completely useless. And here's the really crazy part. The source shows that the passives in the middle actually demonstrate a higher churn risk than your active complainers.
They need instant routing to customer success engineers for proactive realignment, while the detractors need a prioritized cadence to isolate the root cause. And your promoters, they go right back into the intake manifold as external marketing fuel.
So what is the exact diagnostic cadence to catch these microfractures? First, you ask the account to rate current operations. Second, you instantly inquire what specific variables would push that rating up to the theoretical maximum. And third, you use those exact coordinates to execute structural repairs months before the contract ever expires. You have to give your engineers the runway to fix things long before an account enters a cancellation trajectory. Which brings us to our final checkpoint, really the ultimate achievement in corporate customer retention, System 5, Total System Synchronization, bridging the acquisition and fulfillment machinery. The blueprint strongly argues that your engine is going to fail if front-end acquisition and back-end maintenance are working in silos. If your sales mechanism closes a contract based on misaligned specs, the back-end is forced to integrate a flawed component, which leads to immediate, inevitable systemic rejection. To fix this, you have to stop injecting fundamentally flawed accounts, ensure new business qualification is just as rigorous as renewals, and treat the renewal cycle itself as a rigorous secondary sales event, guaranteeing your solution still solves a hyper-relevant problem. This leads us to the final synchronized loop, fueling your system with the voice of the customer. You extract terminology and performance data from your high-value accounts, algorithmically feed that intelligence right back into your front-end marketing sequences, and mirror their exact market language. When your acquisition phase speaks the precise language of your successful market, that friction coefficient drops to absolute zero. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a pretty provocative thought from the source. Look at your daily dashboards and ask yourself, are you just monitoring superficial vanity dials and celebrating unproven new logos at all costs? Or are you actively engineering a continuously compounding retention engine? I think it's time to seal the leaks.